Hey, how's it going everyone? Selarom here, back with a part 2 of my return to Warframe in 2022. And in part 1, I noticed that I didn't get to show the Warframes much or at all. So I wanted to take the time and kind of show you the Warframes. I'm not going to go into detail, and I'm just going to show them fairly quick. Just because there's definitely way more than there were before. And that it's actually a good thing. It shows that there's definitely Warframes being released quite often. But yeah, there's definitely way more. And I don't know which Warframes have a Prime version, but I'm definitely excited to kind of continue playing the game and find out which Warframe does best for what type of scenario. What I mean by that is which Warframe is best to use against Grenier, which Warframe is best to use against Corpus or Infested. But obviously the most important question is which Warframe is fun for you to play. And so I'm very excited to kind of test them out as I again continue to progress, and I am able to have the resources to unlock them and even figure out how to unlock them. Because as I was playing the game, I did notice that some of the Warframes are kind of easy to acquire and even assemble. And so there's actually, I'm gonna release a video on how to obtain a Warframe fairly quick. So stay tuned for that one. But another thing about the Warframes is you'll get to see these in some of the quests. Some of these Warframes, you'll be able to get their blueprint just by completing the quests that you unlock in the codex as you keep progressing in the game, right? And you level up, I think, in rank, and you unlock planets, then you unlock quests, and then therefore you're able to complete those. And actually Protea, I was able to fight her and get her blueprint from one of the quests that I got from the codex. And she was very interesting, but not someone that I would want to go for right away. And I honestly don't know who I will try to get, but just real quick, one thing I recommend is you don't want to get too many Warframes right away without maxing the ones that you currently have, because then it could be overwhelming. And then if you're like me, I used to have a bunch of Warframes, and some of them I didn't even try. I didn't even play with, just because I was focusing on other ones that I felt kind of took priority as far as farming. Also here, you'll see this is one of the places that I was talking about in part 1. This is called Cetus. I believe that's how you say it, but if not, I apologize for not pronouncing it right. But this is not new per se. It was a little bit new for me, just because this was released in late 2017, and that's around the time I stopped playing. And I actually did get to play in this area. This is obviously an added colony in planet Earth. I forgot the name of the people here. I forgot what they are called, but yeah, basically you come here. It's introduced by yet another quest, and this is one of the places where I've seen that if you're not careful, you kind of get sidetracked, and you'll end up spending a couple hours or 3 hours in this area, and you could have not wasted them, but you could have used them for something else, and then come back here when you're a little bit more ready and invest that time that you have, that more like downtime to unlock things here. And as you see, you have merchants, and I'm sure as you do missions here, you'll collect resources, and then you'll be able to get things. This looks like a merchant that you can get companions from, and I'm sure then there's definitely way more companions that I mentioned in the first part of my video. So I'm guessing there's not just, you know, the regular ones that I know, the Curvos, the Kavat, and the infested companion. There's probably way more. And then the thing about this area is when it first came out, again, I did get to play it a little bit, and one of the things that I felt it added to the game was it kind of made the game feel more alive. And what I mean by that is back then, you know, you just you were in space and in your spaceship, and the only time where you actually saw NPCs was when you were doing missions, but you know, they were trying to kill you, and then you're, you know, trying to defeat them and kill them. So you you know, weren't really doing much there, but you actually get to, or at least got to see other NPCs if you went to a relay. And you would go to relays if you wanted to just kind of hang out, or in my case, you wanted to go and trade for blueprints, because here you can acquire blueprints, and then you can actually trade them with other characters, you know, other players, and you could even sell them for platinum, you know, but we can get to that a little bit later. So yeah, this area definitely made the game feel a little bit more alive, and sadly I didn't get to play much here, so it still feels new to me. And even now I'm not trying to focus too much in this area until again I get to like a certain level, or I unlock the weapons that I want, or I obviously have more mods. But yeah, during my playthrough here, this is called the plains, and when you're choosing to come here from your ship, you could choose to come straight to the settlement, or you can just choose to come straight to the plains. And in this playthrough, I actually, you know, didn't know what I was gonna do. I was just gonna run around and show you guys, you know, the map. But I actually came across this little hut, and then you're actually able to start bounties. So I just started one, and then it turned out to be a 3-part type of bounty. So there's 3 parts, and each one is a particular mission, and then you have to complete all 3 for you to actually complete the bounty successfully. And it was fun. I also did try the area here. I was playing solo, but I actually did try the area in public mode, so I was playing with four other people. And again, the only downside to public mode is like if you're in the map and let's say you know what you're doing, then you're obviously trying to knock whatever you're trying to do out and then leave, right? But if you're playing with other players, it's like a mission. If you know you're done and you get to the end zone, you have to wait until at least one more player gets there for the timer to start. One good thing though is that if you just leave the party while you're around the gate to come back into the main settlement, you'll leave the party, but you'll still get the mission successful or mission completed, and then you're able to get your rewards. And then here real quick, I actually got a pretty good, well not pretty good, but I got a decent mod. So it's probably one of my first decent mods that I get. And then yeah, so I was doing part 1, and that was just a exterminate type of mission. And then in part 2, this was an escort mission, and I basically had to protect the robot from it being destroyed. I had to prevent them from destroying the robot to just get the intel. So you know, it was fun. It was pretty good, but again, I was just trying to kind of get some content in this area, and then just going back to my public run. in this map, there was somebody actually farming the boss here. There's like and you kind of get introduced to it in the main quest that kind of brings you to this area and then kind of shows you around. There's like a big boss that you kind of see fighting with the Grenier. So somebody was actually farming the boss, and I actually got to join. I think it was a total of 4 of us, and then I think 2 of us didn't know what we were doing, and then the other 2 did. So they were able to knock it, take it down, and then we were able to complete it, and I think I got the achievement. So that was pretty cool. And then one last thing that I kind of wanted to touch on here is that you can actually use an arc wing. So that was also pretty awesome. I got to see somebody in the arc wing kind of flying around, and not sure, maybe they were doing a mission, but I haven't unlocked that yet. You basically, once you complete the main quest that introduces you to the settlement here, the patch, the cities, you get a blueprint, and I did notice it in my inventory. It's called the I think it's called the Arc Wing Launcher, but I haven't really tried to unlock it or build it, but it's definitely something that I want to try out, but all in time, honestly. And then I think in this part I was just showing you that once you complete the main quest, and you get the blueprint for Gara, and her abilities are basically glass abilities. All her spells, they use some kind of glass, and that one seems very interesting, the one where she pulls glass in front of the mobs, and then it looks like they shoot through it, but it just gets redirected back. In part 1 I also talked about junctions, and I kind of wanted to show it real quick. This junction, basically you have to complete this junction before you're able to move to the next planet, and as you can see, obviously the requirements are going to be fairly easy for Earth, so you have to have other requirements completed, and then you're actually able to fight the Guardian that's here, and each Guardian is different, and it's basically a different WarFrame. And once you defeat the Guardian, then you're able to activate the junction. I already did, so you're not going to be able to see the cutscene, but it's basically just a beam that connects one junction to another. And then once you complete it, then you get the rewards, which are blueprints, and I think that's pretty cool. You get a blueprint, so it's kind of like getting a free weapon, but it's not free. You have to farm it and spend the credits to build it. But you get introduced to certain type of weapons, and then you kind of don't have to guess which weapon to go for, because that weapon might help you for that planet that you're going to, and the mods too. So I would definitely recommend kind of getting those and then getting used to them, and then using them in the next map. Or sorry, I keep saying map, but it's the planet, and then the map, and then the missions. And then this is Fortuna. Fortuna came out a year later, I think, from Cetis. Fortuna came out in late 2018, and this is yet another. You get a mission, or sorry, a quest. You get a quest for to kind of get introduced to Fortuna, and you actually see these guys in the Corpus quests now, the Corpus missions. When I first started playing, I was doing Corpus missions. I started seeing the ships; they were different, and then I saw one of these workers. They're called workers. They're workers for the Corpus, and basically here they just they don't like. I already forgot the storyline, but I think they don't agree with the new leader and how they're being treated, and basically they're slaves. They're slave to the corpus because they're in debt, and so they're being worked hard and obviously to pay off that debt. But the way the corpus did it is, you're not gonna pay it off. And so you get introduced to some of the characters here, and Lex was one of them. But as you do the quest, you figure out who Lex is. But yeah, so you come here, and then it's the same thing as Setzes. You have your Fortuna is like your main settlement, and then you can go out and then explore. And then just real quick, kind of touching back on the ships in Corpus. They're all different now, and then you'll see once you do the mission, the quest, that introduces you to Fortuna, and then another kind of, I think for Fortuna there's like 3 missions you can do, 3 quests that kind of introduce something different. But you'll see it, and then it kind of explains why the ships look different. There's only one thing that I kind of see as a negative is as you're playing the Corpus missions, there's like this guy that jumps out and is holding like a coin or a key, and he comes out in almost every mission, and it's kind of annoying to me. It's like I just wish that they would have done it for maybe certain missions or random here and there, but no, at least for me, he's kind of came out in every single mission that I play. And then you'll kind of see it in my videos. He'll come out, and then basically you have to kill him and then take the coin, and then you could free the workers that they have captured, or do something else, but as you play the quest, you'll be able to see that. And then here, when you come out, this was also a quest. You get this hoverboard by completing the quest. I forgot the name, but it's fun. I liked it, and just like the art wing, I'm not good at it. Eventually I'll get good if I keep playing it, but I'm not really too worried about it. One cool thing is if you're using this to kind of get around, obviously you get there quicker. There's actually an active quest that I have where you have to use the hoverboard. You have to do certain tricks and get certain points, and then you pretty much check off the requirements, and then you can complete the mission. I still have something left. And then here's another cool thing is you can actually take shortcuts because you could obviously fly over the water or the chemicals, whatever that is, water filled with chemicals, because you're in a factory like area. But that's kind of all I could say about Fortuna. And right here, right outside the gate, you can actually see the character that gives you bounties / mini quests, and then you'll probably farm the resources, and you can actually get a companion here too. It looked like a robot dog, so that's cool. I'll probably eventually try to get one. So here in the codex, I kind of just wanted to show you some of the quest names that are like Vox, Solaris. This is a mission that kind of introduces you to Fortuna, and then introduces you some of the characters. There's legs. He didn't go by that when you first start. And then here you have the Deadlock Protocol. This is where you kind of get to fight Protea, and then you actually get to understand why that annoying guy from the ship comes out. I'm not a fan of him. So Now for Nightwave, this one was pretty cool. I kept seeing this lady kind of come out as I was playing, and I guess achieving some of the achievement. I was completing some of the achievements here, and yeah, I didn't notice that you actually have another currency for her, and it makes it super easy because you can actually unlock like certain warframes or the catalysts, right? And you know, cosmetic stuff such as helmets. So that's pretty cool. I actually am making a video, so yeah, stay tuned because I'm actually gonna unlock the warframe that's there. I forgot the name. I can't even say it honestly.
That's all from me.
Valvan. And then another super cool thing is I actually got to get a aura, and then that obviously improves your warframe. So if you get the aura and it goes with your warframe, then you can actually improve the capacity, and the more capacity you have, the better mods you can have or / upgrade. But yeah, I think that's all I kind of wanted to say as far as my part 2. There's not much more that I can say. Yeah, kind of wanted to summarize some of the things that I may have missed. But again, I really appreciate you all watching. If you liked the video, please like and comment if you have any additional things you would like to say. But yeah, stay tuned for my other video, and then you know, you all have a great one, and then I'll see you in the next one.